No, that's not what I want. Okay. All right. I got a thumbs up. I need, okay. So, just waiting to see if anybody comes in. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with my Sue Sue Sling. So we are gonna sew up the Sue Sue Sling. I'll show you a picture of it. This is like a little black and white picture. Hello. Um, we're just gonna sew up this kit that I have. It's the Sue Sue Sling by Saya. Most anybody who watches Kasaya's YouTube page knows about the Sue Sue Sling. I got a kit when I did the Ohio Dash, and she had some leftover kits that she cut. And so I bought one of those leftovers and thought we'd go ahead and sew it up. It's already cut. I have everything, the hardware, the zippers. It's the whole complete kit from the Ohio Dash. It is made with Tulip Bee. This is for sale on Tulip Bee's website. Let me get that real fast, and I'll tell you I should have had this part. I was making sure I had everything ready for the live, but well, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, I'm trying to type in her website to tell you what this is real fast. There it is. It should know me. I'm there enough, right? Let's see. It's in her Signature Smooth collection. I know that. And her prints and her Signature Smooth. Doodle-doo-doo. Yeah, Signature Smooth prints. And this is the Blush and Black Watercolor is what this is. Blush and Black Watercolor. And then the base of the body is her Faux Real and Saya Pink. That is currently, I'm pretty sure she is out. Let me look real fast. I know she's got a huge, let's see, Saya Pink. Yeah, it's currently unavailable, but be patient. Hello, Delphina. She is got a large order coming in this week. So I know she's got Timeless Tones coming in and Faux Real. So I mean, I'm not sure of the color, so be patient. If you like this color, you know, you can do that. I'm thinking we have two. I'm not sure. I think this is spam, so we're going to go ahead and flag that one. Let's see. We're just going to delete it out. All right. We don't want stuff in there that we don't need. So anyway, so this is the exterior. The lining is it is only for this is only for the dash. It is a smoothie smooth, but I love the print. So anyway, that is what we got. We've got gray zippers with black hardware. We have the crossbody. Do not have the crossbody strap. So the kit, she ran out of webbing for the crossbody straps when she was getting rid of the kits. She had a few left over, and a few of us bought it, so I didn't get one. I thought I had the gray at home to make the crossbody strap. I'm gonna have to order some more webbing anyways. So I'm gonna get the bag made, and then I will go and order the crossbody strap webbing at a later date. So hello everybody that is here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. Again, it's just Tulip Bee stuff. This is for anybody who's just joined. This is from my Ohio Dash. She had leftover kits, and I purchased one of the leftover kits. So I thought we'd go ahead and sew it up on a live. Everybody loves a Sue Sue Sling. I know it's been sewn many times, by other YouTubers, and Kasaya has done it a few times herself, but you know, it's a great bag. It's cut. I didn't have to do any extra cutting for this. And so we're going to get into it. I am using Kasaya's Bubblegum Pink thread for the thread. So in her pattern, the first thing she has you do is make a crossbody strap. Since we are, we don't need to do that since I don't have it right now. So we are going to go grab piece A and piece B. Now, if you purchase the Sue Sue Sling pattern, thank you. Hello, Nikki. Yes, thank you so much for subscribing. I do really appreciate it. Hi, Diane. I know I love this Sue Sue. It's such a cute bag. And yes, thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that subscriber. Guys, thinking about that, well, not counting Nikki, right before I started my live, I'm only 55 subscribers away from 1,000. So I'm going to try really hard to get to 1,000. All right, so we're going to grab piece A and piece B. So I have got to find piece A real quick. That is not. That is the strap. I know that. You give me patience real quick here, and I'll get this. I'm getting, there's piece A and piece B. Okay. So piece A and P. Oh, anyway, so if you buy her, thank you, Hannah. Okay. Oh, Delphina, you don't know the Sue Sue Sling? Okay. Give me a quick second. Don't care if, I gotta get a moderator is what I need to get. No, I did not, Diane. I mean, honestly, everybody, they look at it, but my show Saturday, I'm not gonna lie. Saturday was a bust. I mean, it just was a bust. I'm gonna be straightforward and honest with you. I don't know what's going on. People are saying that the shows all of this year have not been fantastic. I mean, I've done okay other shows, but this one, and I really expected it to be a lot better. And I even lowered my prices. So I'm still got, yeah, I mean, I still got, at least one more show this year, and it is a bigger show. This was not a big show. This was the first time I was at this place. It was a, well, it was I don't want to say local church. It was, local to where I was growing up. But that's kind of why I went out there, and, I had a friend from work show up, which was very nice, come out to see me. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. You got to always take the good with the bad, especially with craft shows. You never know, especially when you're in a new area. Yeah, so the one I was just at was more of a table type of setup than a booth, but the one I'm going to is a booth, a full 10 by 10 booth inside, and a very large high school. I'm talking, this high school has over 1,000 students that go to the high school. Years ago, they had 2 high schools combined and made this one big ginormous high school, which I don't care for ginormous high schools, but I don't know why. I know why. It's all the levies and all that kind of politicky stuff. I don't get into that. But anyways, okay, we need, I need a moderator really, really bad. But Delphina, I'll get to yours here just a second. But yeah, so it was, yeah, it's the way it is. So Delphina, this is what we're making. I'm not sure if you were on the YouTube about Found Kasaya before she released this. This was her very first pattern. It is just written instructions. I'm just going to do a quick little whoop, whoop, like that, because of course I can't show you the pattern. But it is just written instructions. Now, this is what I got from the Dash. So this is not mine. This is Dash. This is, you know, Susan. But it's just written instructions. It's only a few pages long. But if you purchase it off of Kasai's website, you click on her little emblem. She gives you a very good full tutorial. I don't know what is popping up on my stuff today. Okay, sorry, I keep looking back because it is, I gotta keep cleaning stuff up. So anyways, you click on that, she gives you a fantastic tutorial. And again, it's, you know, on Kasai's website, it's her first pattern. It's a really cute, square bag. It's a really adorable bag. It's got pockets, loads of pockets, and real cute flap like this one. When she did her testers, she had one where she did an embroidery on one of her flaps, quilting on a couple of her other bags. So it's really, really adorable bag. But anyway, all right. Next year, I don't know what she's doing for her dash purses next year, when she does her dashes next year. Yeah, I know, Delphina. I don't know. All right. And I apologize for my appearance, you guys. I am just, I was actually off last week. And I was trying to add Christmas themed stuff to my show, which, okay, they didn't sell. But anyways, and it was a Christmas themed show. And I'm not going there. So anyways, and so I was busy all week trying to do stuff. And when I was going to try to go do a live, Barbie was doing a live, so I didn't want to mess with hers or compete with hers, I should say. And then Susan did her takeover, so you know, that was fine because I honestly I needed to concentrate on what I was doing in lives. Well, obviously I'm not sewing yet. I talk too much on lives. But anyway, so we're gonna grab our pieces here. Oh, and we need also slip pocket backing piece C. So I'm going to go here in my little, find my pieces. Let's see, this is the vinyl. Okay. And I'm going to tell you what, she had all of these pieces marked. She had all of the letters ready. I mean, she worked very, very hard. That's a zipper. I know what those pieces are. She had all these pieces marked, all the letters on them. I mean, it was just amazing how she had this prepped and ready to go. All right. Front slip backing C. I know that's the bags. I mean, this is how cute the size of the bag is right here. This is the lining on the inside of the bag. So this is pretty much, I mean, of course, minus the seam allowances, that's the size of the bag. So it's an adorable little bag. All right, piece C, and I want piece D. Piece D. All right, there we go. She worked, yeah, and she cut all of these pieces herself, Kasai did. Every kit, she hand cut every single piece herself. All right, so we are going to exterior front slip pocket C. That's this. I'm going to make a mark. Okay. Try and make sure I don't say it out loud. I got to be real careful because I'm so good about saying things out loud. I want my longer ruler. I got to keep an eye on my trolls. Keep my trolls away. Oh my goodness. All right. Let me hold my ruler the right way because if I hold it the wrong way. My lighting, I got some more lights to put above my head. And I thought my husband was going to do it today, but that didn't happen. I said here he's on JLS time, which is his initials. Oh, I didn't need to make the whole mark, but let's center it. All right, let's mark my centers. We're going to put our snap on here. I wish I would have grabbed my other one that I make because, like I said, it didn't sell. I would have showed you the completed bag, but it's out in a container out in the garage, sitting waiting for my next show. And I honestly did not have the time this morning to go through. And at lunchtime today, I was trying to I'm just marking my X down here at the bottom because this is where my snap is going to go right there. All right, so let me grab my little bag of hardware. But yeah, I was trying to make sure I had stuff that I needed to do, and I didn't, I was checking to see if there's anything that I needed to do prior to this video. And really, honestly, there wasn't really much any prep work. I could have started the handle, but it's not like a big sew for a handle, and that's quick, so I'm not going to worry about that. So we're just going to get our snap out. I think I should just cut it because sometimes I just sew it. I'm just going to cut this because it's easier to get out. All right, so we're going to install the female part of the snap here. I'm going to put my rest of my other snap on my magnet so I don't lose it. All right, where's my cutting board? So we're going to get this installed. We're just going to, and also I'm just going to do 2 hours. We're going to see how far we can get within 2 hours. Try not to stop and talk a lot. That way we can get through as much of it as we possibly can. Now, I was trying to do a live last week while I was off, and it just didn't work out. I really wanted to. I kept thinking about it, and then it was like every day I had to run an errand. I mean, it's like I would rather drive a cross-country vacation than stay at home. No lie. But unfortunately, I didn't get to drive cross-country, and unfortunately, it snowed here today. Ugh. You guys, I know I am the biggest whiner when it comes to snow. My family absolutely hates me this time of the year. No lie. They hate me. I whine so darn much. I have to watch myself. I'm trying to find my glue real quick. Give me a second. My favorite glue is not... There it is. I'm just going to glue the back of the Smoothie Smooth. I only... Just so it doesn't tear a little bit. I just like that. That's just my thing. But anyways, I whine so much this time of the year. It's bad. I mean, it's to the point where I really drive my own self crazy. I just detest the cold. Detest the cold. I know, Diane, I didn't... Were you on Barbie's earlier and you were talking about you guys got some snow too? I think you did. Yeah, you guys, with this new position, I comment every now and again on the lives. I mean, I do try to watch them still, playing in the background, but I try to sneak a comment in every now and again, but I don't get the comment like I used to. I really shouldn't have the distraction with this job, or position, I should say. It's the same department. It's just a more stressful job. I just got to pay, and I got to pay closer attention to detail with this job. I need some a little drop of interfacing back here. So let me get some interfacing behind the snap. Did I put my thing back? I did. I have been busy doing some sewing. I've been very, very fortunate in the past couple weeks to be asked to test some bags. I was really excited about that. So I've been doing some bag testing. I can't speak of which I have because they're not released yet. But one was really, really great. It was she's a French designer, bag design pattern writer, and she sorry, I'm using that EVA foam on the back of some of these stuff, and it's just as sticky as all get up. But transposing it not transposing, but translating it to English. So whenever I'm allowed to announce that bag, I'll let y'all know. Yeah, I did see that. I don't remember who it was. Delphina. I'm not sure who it was because I do remember it. But she's talked about that woman. She talked about she was afraid to publish it. I honestly want to design one myself, Bible covers, but it's I want something specific. It's a specific thing I have in my mind that I want to design or write a pattern for. That is 2026 goals. I'm not going to lie. It's a 2026 goal to write patterns. So we'll see. Kasaya's been hard at work writing patterns. So there we go. That's why we haven't seen her. Yeah, a few. Delphina, Barbie might know who it was. Or if you find that, well, if we don't find the live, because live comments do not relate. Or what you could do, Delphina, on one of Barbie's next lives, maybe post it out there, and if she's that person's there, maybe they'll say it was me, kind of a deal. Okay, so we got that done. Fold front flap in half lengthwise. Okay, decide which side you want, but since our flap is all solid color, that's fine. Okay, we're going to go on the back side. Okay, we got to mark our centers. Let's mark our centers. We got to, and if you mark your centers on the flat piece, don't cut. It will, this is going to show kind of a flap. So don't be cutting. Well, I lied. You can snip on this side because it's going to be in the seam allowance. Silly me. I'm trying to remember off the top. I made this bag a few times, but I'm trying to remember. And what's funny, when I made the bag at the dash, I messed up so many times. You would thought I'd never sewed before in my life. Now, she did actually, Kasaya did actually mark on the flap where the snap's supposed to be. But I'm going to just double check and make sure that's the right measurement. Yeah, so that works there. So we're going to mark it down, and then don't install it yet. Just make your mark. Then we're going to sew it. We're going to sew it right side, fold it right sides together. Let me get my clips. I want to use these beautiful. I like to use these cute little Jackson Lowe things, clippies for this stuff. I don't use them for everything. They're really kind of hard. For me, they're harder to use because they're so tiny. But I do like them. I'm not going to lie. Okay. So I'm going to sew all the way around here with the seam allowance that she gives. Make sure my seam, I'm going to decrease my stitch length real quick. There we go. All right, let's get some sewing done. Let's start on this side. So we're going to sew only the sides. We're not going to sew, do not sew this part, just the sides, because that's where you're going to turn it. And this is what's going to be hidden. This is going to be your edge of your flap right here. Now on my my first bag I made, I wanted to put a curve to it, and I accidentally put the curve here on this side pieces instead of here. And it but it turned out really neat when I did it. I thought it actually turned out kind of cute, but I'm going to keep it at the flap. I'm not going to add any curve or anything to this flap. We're just going to keep it as is. Let's see. Hers looks really cute. I'm not sure. Oh, and guys, don't forget. Whoa, I changed my speed and everything. I don't know why it just sped up. And don't forget to, I know some of you were on Barbie's live today. Don't forget, Barbie's celebrating her live her live. Yeah. She's celebrating her 10,000 subscribers next week. I think she said next Wednesday. Go to, because it was supposed to be tomorrow, but she's trying to get some stuff done before it, for the live. She's going to do like a special, it's going to be a special live and celebrate her 10,000 subscribers. So don't forget, go to Barbie's website. It's Jeannie's Designs. Jeannie's Designs. Go to her website and register for the giveaway. And support her. And if you're not a subscriber to Jeannie's Designs, go check her out. She does a lot of leather stuff. I don't know. This person keeps... I'll say hi, but we're going to have to keep an eye on the comments there. Okay. Hello, William. All right. So we got this out, and then we're going to go ahead, turn the flap out, and then we're going to install the other flap. I'm going to snip these corners, just going to cut them like that, just to relieve bulk off of that corner there. Yeah, she does say to trim corners, so that is in her pattern. And then we're going to turn it right side out. Now, I don't have my hair dryer plugged in. It's over there, and this is faux real, so I got to work with it here real quick. Give me a quick second. I'm hoping we can at least get the front and back done. Once you get the front back done, honestly, the lining is just a slip in a zip pocket, or the interior, I mean. So, and that's always easy. And then we can always come back. But yeah, I'm just going to do a hard stop at 8:30. I'm tired, guys. I don't know why, I'm just wore out. I ran, and maybe I'm just being all goofy because it was snowed today. I almost fell asleep. Actually, I think I might have. After I had dinner, I got off work on time today. After I had dinner, I sat for a minute, and I was like, I just kind of closed my eyes, just sitting on the couch. And I think I might have took a little 5-minute nap there. Oh, come on. I know I should have the air dryer handy, but... Just want to thank everybody for watching while I'm working on this. Just want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it. If you have not subscribed yet, I would greatly appreciate it. As I was stating earlier, I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, which is very exciting for me. My channel this year has grown quite well. Actually, I just celebrated my 2nd year on YouTube. I think it was October October is when I started my posting videos on my YouTube channel. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's October or November. So I'll have to look that up. All right. So there's that. I'm going to be silly. It's marked on the inside, but you know what? I didn't cut the, I'm being, that's okay. I can just go down my specific inches and do it from there. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm telling you what. Let me go ahead and mark my centers real quick. I should have at least made the notches in my panel before I turned it, so I knew where to apply it, but I can always measure down. I'm just going to measure down from here and go with that. Find my center, line it up, just make a little dot here. Boom. Make sure if that's, I think I'm pretty much where it's supposed to be. Whoops, I got to wipe that off now. Yeah, it looks like I am in the right spot, but I just smeared my pens. Let me get a wipe out. course, 15 came out instead of 1. Hate when that happens. That's wasteful. There we go. All right, let's get our snap installed. Let me get this. Let's see if this will fit down in here. So I don't, nope, I'm going to have to hold it up in the air when I do my cuts. So let me mark it and then I'll do my cuts because I don't want to obviously cut the other side. So this part is going to be the inside of my flat because this is where the snap's going to go. And don't forget to give me a like as well. I would appreciate that as well. I know YouTube, I hear from others, the likes on your page, on your YouTube videos makes a huge difference. Some to do with the algorithm. I think it helps your videos to show up in others' recommendations and or when they do searches for things. So I think that's what part of that works. I don't understand all of it, but I cut my slits just barely because I don't want to rip the. But I think, yeah, I need to go a little bigger. The way the chat goes, yeah, it does. And I don't, you know, I just lost my blade. I think the way I do my lives, because I do it in the upright person, because when I film it on my phone, I do it as like in selfie mode instead of backwards because I can't see the chat. I can't see anything when sorry, I got to get my blade back on. I can't see anything with it turned the other way. Obviously, I can't see the chats, so I have to film in selfie mode. And honestly, I can't afford to buy those cameras. I mean, most everybody can't when they first start. Obviously, it's those cameras. I have looked at them, the ones that Kasaya and Barbie use, and they are not cheap. So my channel gets any, oh, that was much better. My channel gets any better, bigger. I mean, obviously, I'll look into something a little easier for all to use. But I think, hello, Sharon. But I think, you know, for right now, yeah, that's how I have to do it this way. And I just, it's, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about it, but the way it does it, but I wish I could do it a different way. I'm just getting my prongs bent over, and I'm going to cover him here in just a second. Ah, come on. There we go. Let me cover it real quick, and then I'm going to smash it down better. I got to smash those prongs down better. But I needed to cover it first. All right. Sorry for all the facial expressions. I'm one of those people that makes facial expressions. All right. So there is your slip pocket. There's your snap. There's your slip pocket. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe they changed stuff. I mean, I see stuff that says YouTube's doing this, 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 and this. And I'm like, well, I don't know what it did before. So, you know, sometimes it's hard to figure out everything. I know Barbie's been used, like when she does her lives with Lori, she does it uses like the free version of StreamYard, which I looked at. But I didn't go in it to a whole lot. I mean, maybe one day I'll try to figure that out and see if it's something I want. Now, what we did on the at Swag Dash, we had little hearts. She gave us hearts to put on the front of the flap as a decoration think I'm going to hold off on the heart on the flap. It's cute, don't get me wrong, but I think I'll leave the heart out on this one. I think we'll hold off doing that. All right, so we're going to base stitch shut. So we're going to go ahead and top stitch all around it. Well, she just says base stitch shut, but I'm going to top stitch. Let's see, pull slip pocket. Okay. Right side up along the bed. Base, okay, base the flap shut. Place exterior front top A. Okay, that's, we're going to exterior front top A. That would be, it's B. I know it's here somewhere. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and base this shut. I'm going to top stitch around it too, because I like that top stitch look myself. So got to get a hold of my threads. Let me lower my camera a little bit. I forgot to lower my camera. I know I changed the position of my camera as far as it was on the side of my thing. But in order to have it at the side, I had to have my sewing machine table pushed out more. And it's made it for a really cramped space because the other side, why is my wanting to go to sleep? The other side of my table here is how I get back into my little world back here. So, let's see. So I have to keep it moved. So I've got it right in front of me. There we go. But I do need to lower it. I meant to lower that. I'm sorry. Oops. My daughter went to go pick up stuff and she used my car and I was on E. She was going to put gas in it for me, but she left, since she was using my car, she left her car, yeah, I can't say between cards and cars. She left, I can hear her. She left her card here at home because her groceries are already paid for. And I have no gas now. It's fine. My gas station is right up this. I mean, literally the gas station is a mile from my home. It'll be fine. But I'm not going to holler on the camera to yell. It'll be fine. It's all good. It's all good. There's my front flap. There we go. Oh, no, Sharon, I didn't. I mean, that's what Diane was asking me earlier. I didn't. It was a bust. I sold a couple things, but that was it. I paid for my booth, my gas to get there, and there might have been a few bucks left on the side. So, yeah. It is what it is. I still got at least another show, and at least one more show, and then we'll see. I'm trying to find another show, but we'll see if I can get into another show. But yeah, I told my sister I'm probably going to have a fire sale at my next show just to clear stock. And then next year I'm going to, this was my first full year of shows. So this was I'm calling this my learning experience year. Place, oh my God, she's stomping upstairs. She needs to get over it. Sorry, guys. She needs to get over it. She's not, I'm a little more laid back than she is. Not gonna lie. Better be quiet in case she pops in on my live and tells me I need gas. I'm out of gas and I can't go anywhere. She does pop in my lives every now and again. Okay, I'm going to get PC. I'll talk to you about my stuff in here a second. Sew across. Okay, place slip pocket backing, piece C. No, I need A. I'm missing a step, guys. Worrying about what's going on upstairs. Place exterior front top A, right side up on your workspace. Place flap, magnetic snap side up. Flap, magnetic side, and then place slip pocket backing C. boom, right side down, and top and sew. All right, so I've got piece A, right side up. And this is the front top. This is the top of the bag. Then I'm going to take my flap, magnetic side, snap up. So my snap is side up like this. Let me mark my centers. I don't have my centers marked on this piece, on piece A. But anyways, so yeah, I'm going to look into different shows next year. I'm only snipping the top. So piece A is up, flap with the magnetic, with the magnet up, and then my piece magnetic snap side up, place flap. Okay, so we're going to, first we're going to baste these two pieces together. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I do this right. I don't want to mess it up. So next year, I'm going to look into different craft shows. We do have some in the area, some what they would refer to as like artesian style craft shows. I think I would do better there. Again, I marked my bags down, the prices of some of my bags down for this show, because it's towards the end of the year, and knowing that people are going to these shows and wanting like cheap stuff. I mean, and I don't know why they think, I'm not trying to be unkind. Let me say that first. But I do not know why people go to handmade craft shows and think they're going to get stuff really cheap, like a yard sale price stuff. I don't know. But I wasn't going to go any cheaper on some of my stuff. You just get it. It was already heartbreaking enough to lower the prices like I did. Okay, so step 11, place slip pocket backing PC right side down, and sew at a seam allowance she gives in her pattern. All right, so I'm going to put this on. I'm going to sew this at the full seam allowance with the piece C. Like, so I got my piece C. I've already basted my flap and piece A on like that. And then this is going in like that, because this will eventually, something doesn't look right. I'm not going to lie. Something doesn't look right. Let me look. I think I messed up. Slip pocket backing. Hold on. I think something was, yeah, I messed up, guys. These are lettered wrong. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I noticed something. Yeah, it is. It's so let me see if I can get this snap off. I can fix the lining. It'll be okay. I'm not worried about the small little slits. I can put some glue there. Nobody will ever know there's holes there unless they watch this video. So this should be front slip pocket lining. This should be piece D. This should be piece C, because the snap should have went on this piece. See the little spot there where she marked it? So this should be piece C. This should be piece D. This is the lining that goes with this. So let's get this snap off. I don't know why I didn't think putting a snap on a lining piece was wrong. It didn't even occur to me that it was wrong. Go figure. Go figure. Hopefully that glue that I put in the slits causes this to rip. I mean, I can always go get find a piece of, there we go. Yeah, we'll be all right with that. I'll throw a little piece of adhesive over that. Nobody will ever know, right? Maybe I'll give this to somebody for Christmas. Oh, maybe I'll give it to somebody. We'll cover it up like that. There we go. Look at that. Nobody'll know. Let's put some. I doubt I sell this bag because I messed up. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like in the end, and if I could tell if it's going to be like something that's bad. But honestly, I don't think anybody's going to notice because it's going to be inside of a pocket. All right. Let's do this real fast. Let's do this real fast. I don't know how far we're going to get, guys, because I'm not with it. I have been cutting. I have started working on a week-ish ago on a laptop bag for my nephew. He moved outside of Boston. He got a really good job offer. And I think I might have mentioned that before, that my nephew's moved, and he our family is very close. We don't move away very much. I mean, I'm talking my husband's family, all of us live in the same geographic area, except my one nephew who moved when he got married a couple years ago. He's in Mississippi, where his wife is from. That's a whole other thing. But anyway, so he moved there when he got married to her. And that was like the first one on both sides of my family that moved way far away. I'd be in Arizona right now if my husband didn't stop me. Or if I wanted to stay married. Because he wasn't going with me. But anyway. And then my nephew got a really good job offer a couple months ago. And he just moved 2 weeks ago outside of Boston. Anyways, it's a very nice, very good job, a very nice job. So I noticed when my mom was at the hospital, and when she fell and she was at the hospital, I noticed the laptop bag that he had was one of those, I don't know. It was not a bad laptop, but it wasn't nice, fancy. And so I told him I'd make him a laptop bag for his moving away. And it's a nice one. I've got it sitting right here on the floor. I'll show it to you in a minute. It's the Adina, A-D-I-N-A, by Kaya Papaya. There she is. See, I told you she would show up on my live. That's why I couldn't talk about her. Cassie, honey, it's only a mile to Kroger. It's fine. I'm sitting here telling everybody. I can hear my daughter upstairs freaking out over my gas. Oh. Oh, well, it is what it is. It's fine. It'll be fine. He will. Delphina, I told him I was going to make him one. He'll have a very nice bag. Here, I'm going to show it to you real fast. I've got the exterior done. I did make a mistake on it. I don't think I'll be able, it's not a bad mistake. Nobody will really know unless they look. But here is the bag. Check this out. Tulip V Timeless Tones. This is caramel. And this is her espresso. It's got that flap. See here, I've got 2 snaps here. And I got a turn lock. If you have an option of doing 2 snaps or a turn lock. When I laid the pattern piece down to mark my turn lock space, I wasn't thinking. And I marked for my snap places. And stuck the snaps on there. Not even thinking. And I've got one male and a female snap on each side. One on each side. It's like snaps on there that have no purpose. But I don't think he'll notice that. I'm going to tell him because that's what I do. But yeah, so that's the bag there. And it snaps on the side. like that. It's got side snaps. And it's got the grab handle. It's reinforced really nicely where the handle, because you've got your regular interface, and then she has you put another piece of interfacing to hold that handle. But there's the back of it. And of course I got my quilted cactus. So yeah, as soon as he gets settled and gets a, I just got to finish and the lining interior is just about done. I had to stop because I had things I had to get done, and plus finish getting ready for that fair. But I can't wait to send it to him. He'll really like it. He was my first nephew. So he was born when I was 17. So he's 43. He's 43. So anyway, yeah, his daughter stayed behind because she's in college, so she's still here. And well, him and his son doesn't talk to him, but that's a whole other long story. Not his fault. Not all his fault. He's got a ex-wife that's a piece of work. But anyway, so it happens, you know, divorces, things happen. But anyway, so yeah, he's up and left all of us, but that's fine. I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for him. That boy has worked so hard to make something of himself, because he, in high school and stuff, he struggled, and he always thought he wasn't, yeah, Cassie, hit the like, please. No, you aren't stealing it. See, Delphina's telling you to hit the like button. Now, my husband does play my videos during the day when nobody's in the living room to help my watch time. Now YouTube's going to ding me. Okay. Now let's get back to where I was at when I realized I made the mistake. Play slip pocket backing C, this is the true slip pocket backing. So this is a piece. So we're going to put this right side down, so it's going to face the snap. You can't train them, Delphina. I'm telling you. Just can't train the kids. No, my husband, yeah, he will play the videos during the day when he's not in the living room. So I get my view time up, which I greatly appreciate that he does that. So we are going to, let's see, play slip pocket, and we're going to sew this at the full seam allowance. So that's helping me out. Yeah, I'm getting really close to the, oh, I got to decrease my seam. I need to decrease. Let's see, we're going to sew at the full seam allowance. So anyways, I changed my speed on this last night, and I don't think my speed still, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to put that in front of the thing. All right. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to send that to him when he gets a, I'm not really rushing. I mean, like I say, it's almost done, but I'm just waiting for him to get settled in, because he tried to find an apartment before he went out there. But he did a little more research on it, and it was not in a good part of town. And since you don't live there and you don't know the area, he's got like a 2-week allotment to stay at a one of those extended stay places, for him to find a place to live where he can actually go to it and see. So anyway, yeah, so okay, got that. Pull the slip pocket backing down and top stitch across the seam under the slip pocket backing. So you got the slip pocket, you got this, and then you're going to fold this down, and you're going to top stitch, pull the slip top stitch across with the seam under. So there you go. See, there's the seam there. So you fold it down, and you're going to top stitch right along here with the seam under the lining of the slip of the pocket. And you're just going to do that, of course, a top stitch, which of course is 1/8 of an inch. I need to increase my top stitch length, or my stitching length, to a top stitch length. All right. All right, so there you go. There's, so far we got that. This is the top of the bag, and that's your slip pocket lining. Okay, on the back side of the flap, measure, blah, from the top of the slip pocket backing, and mark a line across the flap. All right. So I'm going to make a measurement. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from here up, the measurement she gives you, and I'm going to make a mark with my silver pen so I can remove it like this. So I don't think you can, I don't know if you can see, but there's a line there. I'm going to make that line. And then what you're going to do is top stitch along that line. Of course, only top stitch on the flap. You're basically creating the flap like a fold. So when you fold it down, you get that poof, is what I call it. Let me get my stitch. Let me just hold them, see, rather than sit there and take. So you're only stitching on the flap. So I'm just going to start right on the edge of the flap, like the very edge. I'm going to get my strings so they don't. And I'm just going to bring the needle down, and then I'm going to top stitch. Now I'm going to go ahead and back stitch. You can pull the threads through if you want to. I'm just going to back stitch because you're really not going to see that. See this, I should say. Make sure you don't go past the flap. I don't know why I'm using these scissors. I've got little snips right here on my sewing machine, but I always grab these little scissors. I like them. So see, I just stitched right there on the flap. That's all you need to do. Let me mark off my line. Let me do some thread cleanup here. I've got a couple little pieces sticking up, and I just want that to look nice and clean. Just be careful when you do that. All right, bingo ringo. Grab the flap, front slip pocket, and the front slip pocket lining, which you're going to get your front slip pocket, the piece with the snap on it, the correct piece with the snap, and your lining, which is it is the same size as this. Okay, you're going to put them right sides together, and you're just going to stitch it just along the top, just like you do any old like slip pocket type of deal. You're going to top stitch along the top at the seam allowance that she gives you. I checked my speed on this. I have this set up like the lowest speed on the settings, but I think somehow it's got back to its turbo speed, and I don't need turbo speed. No, I'll get back to the gas situation. I just was too lazy to get gas last night coming home from church. It was cold. I was tired. And I said, I don't want to get gas. I'll just wait, get it. Because I have to, of course, got to go to my mom's on Wednesday. And then I was behind her car, and, well, you know the rest of the story. So we're going to take the flap. Once we sew them together, we're going to fold it back to create that clean edge at the top. Make sure when you fold your lining back, I typically just I kind of do it that way so the lining doesn't show up. I mean, it's not really written to do that, but that's kind of how I do it. I don't really like to use these clips on vinyl, but I think we'll be okay for a short while. The only bad thing about these little clips, they are so strong and they're so grippy, and they have little tiny, I'm not going to call them teeth. I kind of do call them teeth, but just little grippers. I call them little grippers on them. And if you're not careful and if you put them directly on vinyl, like the exterior part of the vinyl, it could tear your vinyl. So you just have to be really selective. Oops, I'm using the wrong seam allowance. So we're going to top stitch the top of your slip pocket. Yeah, you just got to be careful because it could rip your vinyl. So I would I would not do what I just did. Use them use them like that on your exterior of your vinyl. But they're great to hold your stuff together. I think we're going to baste the rest of it around. Yes. We're going to baste around to hold the pocket. Baste around this so the pocket is with the exterior. So we're just going to go swoop around it. All right. All right. So there is my exterior front slip pocket all ready to go. Then we're going to, okay, spaced around the slip pocket. Okay. Center front slip pocket. Let's get our center. Boom. Just a little snip. And then we are going to baste this onto the slip pocket, the lining piece here at the bottom of the bag. So we're going to line it up. And then clip it on. Let's get the rest of the pieces out of the way. Now, let me get it on here, and I'm going to show you here in just a second what I was getting ready to say. Your pocket will go up past the lining. I'll show you here in just a second when I get this clipped on. So there is it put on there. So there's that line where it's the fold over, but you see that it covers up some of that, and it goes up above. It'll go up above the lining piece. So it kind of hides it. Really nice. Broken clip down, clip down. It covers that up very nicely. It's real nice the way she has that for your slip pocket. So I'm going to baste this on, and then once we get it basted on, we will set it aside. All right. So this is the front of our bag. So then we're going to just do a little test run on the flap. Isn't that so cute? I love it. And like I said, I don't have a little heart on there, but it's still so cute because it's a different color. And you can do, I don't know, Delphina, if it does or not. I had thought about that. I have. Cassie got it. She got it. She must have hit a like for me. Thanks, Cass. So there we go. We'll set this aside. We're going to work on the back now. So we want E, which is the little short piece, just like that front top. I'm going to set this up here out of the way. We're going to need the piece F. We are going to need piece K, which is a lining piece. Oh, let me get, this is this foam for that bag there. And that. All right, now we need some lining pieces. So that's my my zipper pocket. That's the inside of the bag. Let's try this. Piece K, E, F, and K. Zipper tabs. 7. Oh, let's see. Zipper tape. Let me get my zipper tape, figure out which one it is. It's one of the shorter ones, but I got to measure to figure out which one it is. That's it. I need a zipper pull. And then I need a zipper tab because it's tabs. I don't know. Oh, do I have tabs? Oh, there they are. Zipper tabs. Which one is for the... So she's got 2 sets of zipper tabs. I think it's this one. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Where is the piece cutting chart? There we go. Zipper tabs is what she's looking for. Let me just get the right size of the zipper tabs so I know which ones I'm using, since they are distinctly different sizes. The socket, bottom stabilizer panel, stabilizer, handle, binding. Exterior zipper tabs is, okay, it must be this one. Yes, this is the exterior zipper tabs here. I know these are for something. I can't remember what they're for. So I'm going to put them back in a little thing. All right. So I've got my zipper pull, my zipper tape, zipper tabs, and that's basically, that's going to be on this each side of the zipper. You got your lining, piece K, piece F, and piece E. And this basically is going to go like this, and your zipper is going to be in between like that. That's pretty much how that's going to go. Just, all right, let's get back to where we're at. Okay. Add zipper pull to zipper. Okay, that's easy enough, right? Let me do some zipper stuff. Place tabs, right sides together, and the ends of the zipper, and sew. So we're going to do, and it says, so I'm going to put my, just like, you're going, you sew it like that. She gives you the seam allowance to sew them. Let me get my stitch length back to a stitching. And I'm going to place it with the short edge on the end of the zipper. And I'm going to stitch it at the seam allowance she gives you. Again, this is right sides together. And I'm going to do, oh, silly Tony, I almost forgot my zipper. But that's okay. This can be the one side. All right. And I'm going to tab, I'm going to turn the tab over, and then I'm going to top stitch on the tab so it'll lay flat. Okay. Let me get my zipper pull on before I sew on the other tab. Or I'm going to be sorry like I did. What was it I just recently made? Oh, yes. All my little, I made little tiny Ivana wristlets with the Ivana pattern. And no, it wasn't that. It was tulip, my little tulip pouches, zipper pouches. I made a bunch of those. And the zipper, I call it closed zippers. I know all zippers are closes, but this is kind of how I refer to it in my mind. It's a closed zipper ending versus when you make a bag, it's open and you don't have to put a zipper pull on until the very end kind of a bag. I kept forgetting to put zipper pulls on my zippers when I made these little pouches. I mean, I don't know how many I did. I was so frustrated. That was what I was doing last week. That's why, well, it's probably good I didn't do a live on when I was making those, because I want to tell you what, it was crazy. I'm sorry. I did not put myself on do not disturb, and all my little notifications are popping in at the top of my screen, and my ADD that I was never diagnosed with because they didn't have ADD back when I grew up is distracting me. There we go. Boom. Okay, so zipper pulls on. Let's get the other end on. And guys, when we did this at the swag dash, Kasai allows, I mean, I think she had scheduled I think it was like an 8-hour scheduling to make the bag just in case, it's needed. And we didn't need 8 hours to make this bag. And that was socializing, lunch, you know, everybody. There was like, what, 9 or 10 of us? I can't remember how many there was of us. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it was 10 or 11. Yeah. Anyway, and we all got them done in a good amount of time. I mean, we were done before the scheduled end time. So this is not a hard bag to make. She's got Adventurous Beginner on it. And really, honestly, the reason why it's Adventurous Beginner is it's got binding, which it's easy binding, and it's got zippers. I mean, quite honestly. But it's a great bag to start yours because you're just sewing, the lining, the bag together. It's not real hard. So there's my zipper pull. It's ready to go. Now I like to have the zipper pull closed to the left side. So that's where I'm going to go with that. Now these will probably be a little longer than your bag, which you want it to be, because you'd rather trim down than not have enough. Okay. Exterior sliver pocket bottom, which is piece F. Get my zipper. I'm going to put some double-sided tape on my exterior piece. I love my tape. I love my tape. I go through so much of this tape. It is ridiculous. I mean, I buy it multiples when I buy it from Wawak. Because you get good deals if you buy, 3 or more. But I think I need to probably buy, I need to buy and pick a pallets of it. All right. I'm going to trim real quick this up a little bit. This is hanging over, and I need that to help me line up my zipper on my thing because I'm just weird that way. So I'm just going to clean that up just to line it up with my zipper tape just so I can see better. There we go. All right. So I'm going to put my zipper right side down. Oh, make sure it's centered on your piece. You don't want it. And I'm going to mark my center like that. And I'm just going to put a little mark. Silver pen should work because this is a dark gray. Yeah, that works. And then I forgot to find my center to this. So I'm going to go ahead and mark my center. Got to be careful because my backing is already off my tape. Don't want it to stick or me stick to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get my centers on both sides because you'll need the center on the bottom when you place your bag together. All right. Zipper pulls in the right direction. Right sides together. Centered. Need my light. I need my light. All right, let's get this on here. And then we're going to I think we're going to put our lining piece on too first rather than base. Exterior on sandwiching. Okay. And then we're going to get exterior zipper pocket. Right, so okay. She wants you to baste it. I'm not going to baste it in place since I use tape. I don't need to. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sandwich my lining to this. So that way it saves a step. So I'm going to go ahead and get the centers of my lining and place that down on the back side of my zipper. I'm going to put some double-sided tape on before I do that so it can be sandwiched. If anybody's here who's newer to sewing, I've lost some of my people. I've had to. Oh, really? I know a lot of people do keep them in little zippy bags. Now, the ones that I'm actively using, I do not put them in bags. Maybe because I go through it so fast. I don't know. But the extras I have right here somewhere. So this is my stash right here. I got my 1/8 inch I have a 3/2 inch. I have 1/2 inch, 1/8 inch, and 1/4 inch. Is my stash. But yeah, because Wax sends them in a zippy bag, or sends a lot of their stuff in a zippy bag. Plus, they're sealed shut. But this is how I store them when I'm not using them. But I can see how the desert, the dry air could dry out the tape with it being exposed. I can see that. All right, so I'm going to remove the double-sided tape backing. My box is not centered again. My stuff I just cleaned the other night. Last night I went through here and I cleaned, swept, put things away. I cut a new bag that I'm getting ready to test. And I was so proud of myself. I put all of my stuff away. I'm so proud. Also, I did mention when I was mentioning these fabrics, these materials that we're using, I hate having zipper pulls on and trying to put on zipper tape. I really do. But anyway, this is the watercolor. I forgot what it was called now. This fabric here from Tulip Bee. It's their signature smooth print. Obviously, it's a print, and it's her water blush and black watercolor is what this is. Anyways, Annette has got a order coming in this week. A large order of stuff, of vinyl. So she's got Timeless Tones coming in and some more faux real. So be on the lookout. Bolo, whoop, whoop. That's after I get my order in. I ordered so much when she had the coupon in the size swag calendar. It's ridiculous how much I ordered. I'm using it. Not that I'm not using it. I don't think my husband actually seen the box. I was trying to carry it downstairs, and I had the box open because I had to see everything that I got, because I got some of the new stuff. And I was trying to carry this box downstairs. Let me check my seam allowance. And so this seam allowance is different. Yes, it is different than her normal seam allowance, so pay attention to seam allowances. But anyways, my son carried it downstairs for me because it was open. I was trying to carry that. My bag when I carry my laptop up and downstairs. I'm a hot mess sometimes. It was awkward. And then when she was talking about having the coupon still good and so on and so forth, I'm like, yeah, like I need anything else. But of course I do, because when she gets her more Timeless Tones in, I need to stock back up on some of my Timeless Tones stuff. Especially after making that laptop bag. That uses, I'm not going to lie, if you like that bag, it uses a lot of vinyl. So beware of that. If you like it, I'm going to put a piece of double-sided tape here to lay this flat. It uses a lot of vinyl. It's like a roll and a half, almost 2 rolls of vinyl. But I wanted to make it an all caramel and then have black accents. Not a whole lot of black on it, but I didn't have enough caramel, and she's out of caramel. So I had to do a mixture, which is fine. It's turning out very nicely, so it's not like it's not turning out nice. But so we're going to fold the exterior bottom and the lining piece, put them wrong sides together like that with the zipper up, and I'm just going to press this down with my fingers, and we're going to top stitch along the bottom of the zipper. I'm going to do it this way. It's easier for me to do it this way, I think. Just make sure your vinyl is down, pulled down. Don't pull it so hard where it's wavy or wonky. And you're going to top stitch right along. I've just dropped a bunch of clips in my thing. Top stitch right along the top here at your top stitch length. Yeah, It's taking off too fast. I need to reset my speed. But we'll do that at a later date. All right. Now my tabs are too long, but I'm not going to, I think I might go ahead and try. I was getting ready to say I'm not going to trim my tabs yet. No, I'm not. Then I almost did. I'm going to leave my tabs long until I get my top piece on there, and then I can cut them straight smooth. All right, so you've got that. Now what you're going to do is bring the zipper pocket up to the top part of your zipper like that. And you're going to baste this. And I'm going to go ahead and do this basting part here because then we're going to attach this part. And sometimes this part, it's a little easier to baste it first. And that way, when you put your other flap on there, it makes it, it's a little easier if you just baste this first. Sometimes. I mean, I could probably go ahead and do it all in one swoop, but we'll go ahead and do it this way. So I'm just lining it up to the top of my zipper. I'm going to watch where that zipper pull is, where that hump is. There we go. Like that. So you can see on the back there is no exposed zipper, but you can see the zipper on the front, and I see part of my lining. Hold on. It's going to bother me. It's going to bother me. Got it, got it, got it. Ooh, ooh, there we go. All right, so we're just going to base this on at 1/8 of an inch. Let's go. Let's do that. There we go. What time we got? 7:53. Got the back stitch. There we go. Again, we probably could have put that top piece on there, but I wanted to go ahead and baste that on sometimes. So you got your piece basted like that. Now you're going to take your piece E, and then you're going to place it on the top here, right sides together, at the top of your zipper tape, like this. I'm going to line it up with my piece here. You should usually just mark your centers, but I think if you just line it up nicely with your edge of your piece, you should be okay. Oh, I need to trim the tops of this so I can line it up to my zipper well. All right, there we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and clip. I'm not going to use tape on this. I'll be nice. I'll save some tape. Save the tape. I'm going to clip on each side, and then I'm going to clip towards the center. There we go. Just a couple clips. Just watch your zipper. And then we're going to do this at the seam allowance that she gives you. Because again, it's not the full seam allowance of the other part of the bag because you've got the zipper. And she just has you going at a smaller seam allowance. All right, let me get my zipper pull out of the way. Line it back up. Line up. There we go. All right. Boom. Boom. Now we're going to flip this up with the seam allowance at going to the top. So press that down nicely. Of course, don't pull it and stretch it. No, I have not. Did nobody else? Yeah. I need 48 more, Delphina. Thank you so much for checking. No, I haven't. And I think the reason, I mean, I seen it. I'm not sure if I will, only because it's not really a style of a bag that I would make, and that I just don't know that it would sell. If that makes sense. It's neat. But I live in the Midwest. Everything takes forever to get to us as far as style's concerned. So I don't know that it would do well. All right, I'm going to clean up my zipper tabs on the side. I'm going to baste my pocket shut. I'm just going to baste the bottom of this piece here, because if you noticed, the pocket kind of sticks out a little bit, which we can clean that up. But first I'm going to baste all the way around it. I mean, you don't have to baste the bottom of it because the pocket's closed. I'm just going to go all the way around. And then I'm going to clean up that pocket, the little corner of the pocket. And you're just going to, again, it's just a basting, so it's only by 1/8 of an inch. Actually, I don't even think you catch the pocket on the bottom going at 1/8 of an inch, but you know, that's a waste of thread. You know, I like the waste, as you can tell. I like the waste double-sided tape, so might as well waste some thread, right? This is the thread, you guys. I don't know if you all, I don't think you all knew me when I got this machine before I started doing tutorials. So I'm just cleaning these little corners up. But when I got this machine, and it was right after that's when Kesia released her little kit box, the Valentine heart, the heart bag collect thing that she did. There's your slip pocket in the back of the bag. Anyways, so this thread, my bubblegum thread, in that kit you got like a half roll, I don't know what is it called, cone. Yes, a half cone of thread. So it's a little short thread. I almost tore this machine up 3 weeks after I got it. I mean, I already had the problems with it when I first got it, which was not a big problem. But anyway, my thread, this thread, I left it dangling, not thinking, because I'm so used to, you know, the domestic. It got dangled. It got caught up in the motor around the wheel where the belt is. It was, I mean, all wound up. I mean, I had literally sat there one day. I was at my lunch hours when I wrote. I sat and cut thread away from it. And then there was some that got further in where I couldn't get to it. So my son had to release the bracket, get in there, he got all the thread cleaned out. Couldn't even tell anything happened. I almost tore it. I mean, it was I had a picture. I posted it on Kesia's, I think I posted on Kesia's Facebook page. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. It was, yeah. Hot mess. 7:59. Guys, we are going to get to the zipper panel. All right, so we're going to work on the handle / zipper panel section. So I'm going to grab my, this is my, I don't want the hand. This is the bottom of the bag. So we're not going to get that. This is the handle here. So I'm going to grab that. I am going to grab these little skinny pieces here, which is a piece G. And this is my binding. I'm going to grab, let's put these two pieces aside because that's my gusset. I'm going to grab piece H and the lining piece H. Where's the lining for this? I got to find a skinny piece in here of a lining. There it is. So I've got piece G, the exterior and the lining, and then piece H, the exterior and the lining. Let's get, and there my handle, piece M, the handle. And then I'm going to grab my long zipper. So when you got 3 zippers, this is your longest zipper. Let's get this done. And then once we get this done, we'll call it a night. Not sure when I'll come back. I'm thinking, honestly, I'm thinking Friday. I'm not sure. I'll let you know, of course. But I'm thinking Friday. Because Wednesdays I'm at my mom's. Tomorrow night I'm not going to be able to do it. If Friday is not a bad day at work, I'll do it Friday night. We'll finish it up Friday. But anyway. All right, so we got our pieces here. Let's get our, let's see. Grab my handle, do the normal folding. So got our centers are marked, and there's tape. She already had the centers marked in tape. This came from Gusset this way, out of the kit. Honestly, she does so much. She does so much work for her shows. So I'm going to remove the backing. I'm going to fold it the normal way. So I'm going to go to the center. Since I'm going to fold it in half again, do not go up to the line. Don't go over the line. Go before the line where you have that little gap to allow for space for when you fold it up, and you need that little bit of fold over space. So we're just going to get this all folded up. This is what I started to prep, but I mean, how many, bleh. I need a drink of water. Let me get a drink of water. How much time does this add to the video? Not really a whole lot. And I got my little gap, so then I'm going to take it and fold it up. I'm using my plastic breakable clips because I don't want to use those cute little metal clips. They might rip my vinyl. And this is this vinyl is a nice vinyl. It's not thin. It's not very thick. It's in between thin and thick is what I'm trying to say. So be careful on your layers if you have a domestic, but it's still a good vinyl. It'll go through on a domestic. It's because you're going 4 layers. So just be careful when you do that. Top stitch. Okay, so she's going to have you top stitch on each side, but you're not going to top stitch at your normal 1/8 of an inch. So pay very close attention at the top stitch measurement that she gives you on this. And there's a reason for it. So pay attention to that. So I'm going to go ahead and top stitch where she tells you to. Again, she has a video attached to her pattern, because like I say, this is her first pattern. It's not a photo pattern. It is just a written out pattern. My final, I'm not folded over very well. There we go. But her tutorial, I mean, that's how I made the bag, was from the tutorial that's embedded into this pattern. So it's a great, I mean, she does great anyways when she does it, you know. But if you're looking for a great step-by-step, I mean, honestly, you don't even have to, the tutorial is so well, you don't even need to reference the pattern. That's how well the tutorial is, honestly. I am not liking, this is going to have to be the bottom of my strap. Ugh, I can't get it to fold over well. I don't think I had my thing. That's okay. It's fine, because it'll just be on the underneath of it. Okay. Now, I think she has, I have to look, she might have 2 options on the strap, because the strap goes down inside the gusset to hide the ends. You could always eliminate that part if you're worried about layers on your machine, because you know the domestic can't handle it. Give me a second. There we go. We got that one done, huh? Hi, Evelyn. How you doing? Oh, okay, Sharon. Good. Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as work doesn't keep me too late, I will do it Friday night. We'll finish it Friday night. So anyway, so there's the stitching on that. Again, remember, we're not at this 1/8 of an inch. She gives you a different measurement, so pay attention to that in the lining. And then we're going to make some markings on this. Okay, so I'm going to get my ruler. I'm going to find my ruler. So yeah, Evelyn, in case you weren't sure, we're doing the Sue Sue Sling. This is the leftover kit from the Ohio Dash. So it's the watercolor blush. I forgot the name of it again. Tulip Bee from her Swag Dash. She had some extras, so I purchased just an extra kit. I mean, literally, it was the kit that we'd used, and it had as everything in it. And she made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so I bought it. And we're making it. I didn't have to cut it or anything, so it's awesome. Yeah, it's the Sue Sue Sling by Gusset. Love this little pad. Love this little bag. It is the cutest bag. And then we're going to top stitch. So she gives you markings to do on the back, on the strap. So I'm going to go in now for that marking. I'm going to go in and sew from starting from here, go up, cross over at that marking, and go back down. And this will be at the 1/8 inch seam allowance. Let me get to the right seam. There we go. Get my right seam allowance. And then I'm going to cross over and then just watch, make sure I think I'm good, actually. Oh, I need to go over, I mean, just like a smidgen. So I'm just going to hand roll it. Go over. There we go. And then go back down. And I'm going to do this to the other side of the strap. Yeah, I know. It is a cute bag. It is such an easy bag. I really like making this bag. Because a lot of people, especially at my shows, they always look at the little bags. They love the big bags. But then they're like, oh, I don't need a big bag. I would fill it up. So, yeah, I've got several large bags that people just aren't buying. And so, yeah, these small, cute bags are the ones that really do the selling. The big bags, what draws the attention to my booth. One of my favorite bags that I made, I'm not getting quite there. The Fallon tote, which is a Kaya papaya bag. I made that a while back. I sold that Saturday. That is a big bag, a huge bag. And it has tons of pockets because I had a video on it. And yes, that's where I seen the bag, just like the Adina bag. That's where I found that bag at. But anyways, and it has gorgeous, I put in a gorgeous floral print. It was a cotton canvas what's in it that I had gotten from Joann's. It was a gorgeous floral print. It was made with Wonderground fabrics. Really, really soft, smooth vinyl. I love the vinyl. It is the feel of it is wonderful, but it is hard to sew with because it stretches. It's a very soft, stretchy vinyl. But I sold that Saturday. Actually, my coworker bought it. She loved it because she likes huge bags. So some people like big bags, right? All right. So we're going to get our D-rings. So let's get back into my little bucket here and find my D-rings. But it is a gorgeous bag. I tried to downsize it, the Fallon tote. I tried to make it a smaller bag. I was not successful in Am I still here? Did I freeze up? Oh, okay. Am I back now, Delphina? Sorry, I forgot to put myself in Do Not Disturb, and a call came through, so I think that kind of messed me up. So please tell me if you can hear me. Okay, good deal. All right, so she has you put your D-rings on, but you're not going to do anything with it yet. And then mainly you're putting your D-rings on now, so you don't forget to do it after this next step, because the D-rings will need to be on the handle. when you attach it to the bag. Okay. So I got my D-rings on. I've just got them placed, pushed in enough. I'm going to set this aside, and it's a nice snug fit. So I'm not worrying about them falling off. So I'm going to set this aside, and then I am going to get my front zipper panel and lining piece G. That's H. G is the skinny one. So I'm going to grab these two pieces here. And I'm going to grab my zipper. It's here somewhere. Let me get my pieces out of the way here. There it is. Grabbing my zipper and my two skinny pieces here, my two piece G's. I'm going to I'm getting my tape back out, guys. Getting the tape back out. Doesn't stay. That's why I don't need to bag it. I keep it going. My 1/8 inch tape. Doing all of those little pouches. This was a brand new roll Wednesday. Brand new. And it's a big roll. I told you I need to buy it. I need to buy it and buy a skip. I can't talk. I'm just not going to talk, right? That's funny. But anyway. All right, let me get my centers. Forgot to mark with centers again. And I need that. So I'm going to get my centers marked. I always remember to mark my centers after I remove the backing of my double-sided tape. Boom. And I'm marking both sides because I will need this when I attach it to the bag. That's good enough. I just need just the tiniest little mark there. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my zipper tape. Again, this particular kit was already pre-cut. Lighter. Where are you? Right in front of me. This is a little crooked. What I'm going to do is I'm finding the center of my zipper tape. So I'm just going to find my centers, and I'm just going to put little tiny marks on it. What time? 8:13. I think we'll be able to get this done and still be up. I promised my husband I would stop at 8:30. I promised him. I'm here every night. I am here late every night to get stuff done. And I told him I was going to do a live, and I promised him I would stop at 8:30. So we're going to put our zipper down, like centered with your piece G. And you do want your, I always like to have my zipper tape a little, oh, hi, Jeannie, how you doing? Glad you can join. I hope everything's going well with you, and we're going to give you a shout out. Please, everyone, if you're not a subscriber to Moon Dragon Designs, she is a new YouTuber. She is trying to build her channel, so please go out and check her out and subscribe to her channel. There's always room for new, I want to say new bag makers, because she's not a new bag maker. She makes gorgeous bags. But there's always room for new bag making YouTubers. Always. And she makes gorgeous bags. I mean, they're really neat. The collars are really pretty. But yeah, go check her out. And what I like about having the different people, because everybody does their bags differently. I love watching other people because it helps me become a better bag maker, quite honestly. I learn new things. Honestly, it's really good. That is how I became the bag maker I am, honestly, is by watching other bag makers on YouTube. I'm just lining up my centers. And then, I don't know, Jeannie, I think it's Jeannie. I'm making the Sue Sue Sling in case you didn't catch that. It's just my leftover kit from the Ohio Dash. Because I had some extras, so I bought one. So she didn't have to take them home. She had a few extras. Yeah, it is. It's really good because I love watching other people sew. You learn new things. there's things that I see other people doing, and I'm like, oh, really? That's kind of neat. And I change, what I do, and I change it to them. There's a lot of people, a lot of things that I've changed. Okay, so with my zipper on, you are going to, let me read real fast. Okay, gather the front zipper lining G, zipper tape starting at the front zipper panel, and sew using, okay. So she gives you the seam allowance that she use. But anyways, yeah, this is just the leftover from the swag dash, Ohio dash, I should say. Whoa, whoa, slow her down. I just have to push it because I'm just so hate that skinny foot. I just have to push my zipper in to get that seam allowance, which you probably already know what seam allowance it is, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to do that. All right, so that's sewn on, and then we're going to flip it back and top stitch it. Oh, good. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. She does film like in this same format that I do because we use our cell phones because we are newer YouTubers. I mean, even though I've been posting videos for 2 years, I just started out doing like, featuring my bags and stuff. So like I say, I'm folding this out. I'm going to clip the ends together so I can top stitch here, and then once I get done I'm going to sew all the way around it. So I'm going to base this together and then top stitch here. I always start on the raw edges when I do my gussets like this, because that's where I back stitch so I can hide my back stitching. So I'm just going to put these together so when I top stitch it's a little easier. But yeah, and I just love watching people sew. I absolutely do. That's what I do. I mean, honestly, you guys, telling myself here, I have to be careful because my new boss, because I'm doing pretty much the same thing as I used to do, but I have a different boss, which I had her before. So it's not like somebody I don't know. But anyway, her sister is a bag maker. I don't think she does YouTube. I don't know. So I got to be careful. But anyway, I do listen to people. So some of the lives, I mean, obviously you heard me see me today on Barbie's. But I like to play in the background and have it because I just like listening to people sew and talk about sewing. Honestly, it's quite an obsession. That's why I promised my husband I would stop at 8:30 at night, because it's quite an obsession that I have. And then people, when I'm at the shows and I have all my bags out, they're like, and it's like they think these are like, and I even have a sign that says handmade bags and accessories. I mean, it's a big, nice, real pretty, colorful sign that I have in front of my booth. But anyways, I'm like, they stand there and I look at them and I'm like, these are all handmade by me. Really? I thought these were, I forgot what they call them now. Something bags. Yeah, I did see that, Devon. I seen it too. She had posted it, and it is really beautiful. I love the way she did. Or Jeannie, you're here, so I can say. So you talk to you. I love the way you did the panels. How you did like the focal point on the high. I love the high. I say it wrong. Hiraya bag. I think it's what it's pronounced. I love that bag. I've made a few myself. But one my daughter has, and another one, a family member ordered one for someone that they, it was a pick-me-up kind of a purchase for them. And then another one, they actually bought one. She bought one for her mom, loved the bag itself, and asked me to make one for a lady at their church who had lost a child, as like a pick-me-up kind of, feel-good thing. So I made one for her. Yeah, I love the Hyra bag. And I did my front pocket of the bag. I actually did that with cotton on all of them. all three of them, my front pockets on my I'm going to say high rub, but I know that's not the right way to say it. Were made with cotton, and I just, interfaced it well. Cotton, I put 101 on the back of the cotton and the Decaville Light, and there was nice pockets. But I'd say with vinyl, it would be a little more sturdy too. All right, so I'm going to put the other side on now. So we're going to do right sides together. I got my center on my zipper. I'm going to put this on, there we go. I'm just going to clip it. I'm not going to get the tape out. I'm just going to clip it, guys. Just clip it. Save the tape, save the tape. This is how my ADD works. I'm like all over the place. All over the place. That's what YouTube is for. I'm quite not centered, so I'm going to scooch it a little bit. There we go. So we're going to get this done. I'm going to get it top stitched. I will, whoops, I'm way off, aren't I? Ugh, probably going to end up taping. That might work there. Might end up taping because I am just all over the place. I'm going to tape it, guys. It's a lot easier and quicker for me. Yeah, it's on, but if you go, let's see. Did she post it on Instagram or was it, I guess maybe where did I see it at? Because I don't know if I'm on her Instagram. I'll have to go check her out on Instagram. I don't know if I'm on your Instagram, Sharon. I don't know. Did you post it to a, oh no, here comes the dog. Hi. There we go. But I know I seen it. I just don't remember where I seen it at. Did you like my page?
I liked your video.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I had to look for it.
Ugh. I know. That's what I heard because of the way my. Why is that thing off center? Anyway. So let's get this on. I cannot get this to line up right. There we go. So we're going to get this sewn on, and then I will attach the handle off camera because it's got to do riveting and stuff, but I will show you what I did when I come back and finish the bag. I know, I feel like it will cheat you if I do it, if you're not familiar with the bag, but I'll explain what I do, and that'll just save some time when we finish up the bag. All right, this is so much quicker just using tape. Yeah, those were beautiful bags. I love the red and black combo. I've made multiple bags with red and black combo. I had, I got it from Sally Tomato. It's her red crock. It's not quite as nice crock as yours. It's nice crock. It's nice vinyl. It's thick vinyl. I had that, and I paired it with a, Mora the Mora's faux leather. Beautiful, beautiful faux leather from Limberline bags. Oh my gosh, that bag turned out beautiful. My zipper panel's going to hit. There we go. Oh, I hit my camera. Sorry, guys. Here, scoot it back so I don't knock you guys off. Hold on. Hold on, guys. There we go. Sorry. Didn't mean to make you seasick. My panel hit my camera is right there in front of my machine, and I hit it right under my phone. All right, so it's going to fold this back. We're going to top stitch, and we will close with that. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the handle on camera because I feel like I'll be cheating you if I don't. If you're not familiar with the pattern, so we'll do that on camera. I'll just have my rivet press and everything handy. So I'm just going to do the same thing as I did on the other. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm going to hit my phone again. All right. So I'm going to scoot you guys over just a tad bit. Hopefully I don't hit my phone. I can't go over too far because I got a bucket right on the other side of the and my camera thing is hitting it. Darn it. I'm hitting a thing. Hold on. I just scooted my camera out. I'm not good. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Delphina, I will do the handle. Hey, Cass, can I ask you a quick favor?
Yeah.
Can you come over here on the other side of my table? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to move my camera out of the way, but I've got this bin right by my phone, and it's causing... I can't move my camera.
What do you do?
Can you move the bucket?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. And
Your
stupid...
things.
But that's to block your dog. That's why that's there. Is it?
Price
Can we move it over?
Yeah.
That's good. I don't need to go too much over. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to make you seasick. Why is it?
It's gonna rock because it's not level.
Okay.
It's gonna sit
Can you
right
fix
down.
it for me?
How do you, I don't know.
I want it like right here. So the feet... Yeah, get that foam out of the way. That's good. That's good. That works, guys. I'm sorry. We're at the end of the video and I'm having all these problems. Okay. Sorry, people. Yeah, I'll do it, Delphina. I'll show you how the handle's attached. It's I'll just get all my rivets pressed and have all that over here with me so we can do it all together. I just gotta be careful I don't pull my zipper. I have a bad habit when I do this, yanking my zipper and then making my zipper look wavy, so I have to be careful. Just clip out of the way. There we go. And this is the zipper panel of the bag. So it's a nice opening, the bag. So it goes over the bag. So it goes down pretty good. A pretty good amount of space for your bag. So there you go. Isn't that pretty? I just love this vinyl. Love it, love it, love it. I know. So do I. That's why I didn't see your comment when I kept saying that I love it. Yeah. So again, to Jeannie, she is it's Tulip Bees Faux Real Saya Pink, and it's not in stock right now, but she has got a big delivery coming in this week. So it will get restocked, and look at the very end, we're getting more spam at the very end. Let's get rid of. I think I wish my spammers would just become a subscriber. Get me that subscribers, right? All right. So there we go. So guys, we're going to go ahead and end it with this. Oh my gosh, it's 8:29. My husband will be so proud of me. Oh, the Sorella. You know, I've seen that. And Barbie just did a leather. Didn't she do a leather Sorella? I think. I didn't watch it. But I have not bought that. I have bought her Eva, the little travel bag thing. I bought that. That's in my plans to make one of those. I really want to make one of those. I don't know what I do with it. Since I'm not traveling like I used to. I want to next year. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, I want to make the big one is one I'd like to make. Because I don't fly. I am a driver. I am not a flyer. Never have flown, honestly. I'll tell you that right now. I have never been on an airplane. And don't really plan to at this time. I don't like the idea of relying on someone else to get me somewhere. It's different when your husband's driving because you can tell him what to do. Whoa. And you can, I give directions when we drive places. even though I have it pulled up on the screen and I've got my Google Maps going, I still have to tell him when to turn and where to go. But anyway, I just don't like the idea of relying. I hear too many people's flight delays, and now they're canceling stuff because of what's going on. And yeah, no, that's not, I can't do that. All right, so I got my, I just went ahead and marked my center. I forgot to mark the center at the top. So anyways, so, yeah, it just, well, I have to, it flew right out of my hand, and I have to do my lighters like this. I cannot, do a lighter like normal people because I can't hold it right because my hands don't close. Don't, I'm not going there. My hands won't close. So I have to do my lighters like this. And I have to watch myself because, yeah, I've dropped them before trying to light lighters. Thank goodness the flame goes out when you let go of the thing. But yeah, I don't, like I said, I've never done it. I just don't think I could. I just, the idea of having someone, relying on someone to get me somewhere, I just don't know that I could do it. It's a control thing, I know. I don't know. But anyway, and I love driving places because I love seeing the country. I love seeing our country and the different stuff. I watch several travel YouTube channels, one of which is RVer TV. It's an older gentleman who an older gentleman who travels, and he's in the big small town USA. That's his big thing, small town USA. And he does travel in a lot of small towns. He doesn't take a ton of highways. He's very selective when he hits the highway. And he goes to some of the most unique places. I mean, some places are typical, but then he finds some of these most unique museums that I've ever seen. And I just like watching him. It's just really, oh, thank you, Delphina. I appreciate it. Yeah, I will try to be there Friday. And but anyways, so that's my thing. I love watching and seeing all that stuff. And then it just makes me want to go drive. So I'm not going to trim anything on this until we get it ready to attach it to the gusset. So we're going to do that. And then I'll put the zipper pulls and everything on when we do the handle. So enough talking. Everybody, good night. Delphina, I know it's not bedtime for you yet, but it's bedtime for, not bedtime for me, but it's my time to relax and watch the show. And I'm gonna plan on it Friday night. I really try. So good night, everyone. Hopefully you can catch me Friday, and we'll finish it up. Thanks a lot. Bye.